your girl kick your ass. Aight.
Gotta get that first shot off before that bullet hit me.
Hey, what's up? I'm Rashad.
Madison.
This morning, great Friday morning again, back with another episode of the Falcon and Winter Soldier. Spoiler review, all the spoilers. As always, we've been doing this since episode 1, and we'll be continuing on. Next up is the Bad Batch for Star Wars. Then it's Loki in June. Like, share, subscribe, all the good things, because, you know, we're here. Anyway, episode. I take it that you loved yet hated this episode all at the same time.
Wasn't much love, just for hatred.
Why?
Wasn't hatred neutral.
It was hate neutral?
Yeah.
Okay. It's like chaotic neutral? Okay. Why?
Cause everyone was hyping up the new character, and the new character was Val or Vanessa.
Yeah, that's why you can't listen to even people on the show hyping up the show, because that's what their job is, to hype the show up. Real quick, Valentina Alenga de Fontaine, Julia Louis-Dreyfus' character, is Madam Hydra in the comics, so Hydra is still alive and well in the MCU, for better or worse. All right, back to the video. Let's just focus on the actual episode itself. So first we see John running away from the murder scene. I think there's been a murder. And he basically is, you know, literally on the run. And
having blurry vision.
Yeah, you know, still kind of going crazy in the face. Then we have Sam and Buck come through and say, "Yo, give us a shield."
Then they fight.
Yeah. Then they fight. And that was a really good fight scene too. Like I love the way that they've kind of integrated the wings into Sam's fighting style now. You know, it's like really like a part of what he is as the Falcon. So that's like, I was like, wow, he's really maneuvering. Really, really good. So I appreciate that. Another cool thing was just how first, again, and this is why Sam has to be Captain America. Sam trying to talk John down from, you know, giving up the shield willfully is just another reason why, like, you know, he needs to be Captain America, because you already saw how fake Cap was kill first, ask questions later. So that's just another aspect of Sam trying to hopefully can be able by the end of this series see that he is worthy to take up the mantle. And of course we see next scene, you know, they had the scuffle. They end up getting the shield. Bucky broke his arm. That was cool. And yeah. And then we have the whole trial of John Walker. You know, he was being real pissy about it, real upset, and he
walked
said
out, and that man was still talking.
Yeah, but he said something that was really that made a lot of sense to me though, especially when it comes to military. He was saying like, you know, like, y'all made me, like I took your orders and this is what y'all wanted me to do, but y'all don't know what it takes. So there's this fine line between kind of like the rules of engagement when it comes to a war, but it's also the actual boots on the ground, you in a situation, what you got to do. And that's the kind of the blurred line that John Walker and even, you know, R.P. Lamar was talking about last episode when it was like, yeah, you got 3 medals of honor, but he was like, it didn't feel honorable what we did. So there's that whole aspect of it too, because they celebrated that. You know what I'm saying? But since he killed dude in broad daylight, they was like, no, we can't celebrate that. You know, so that was a real funny, not a funny, but a real kind of like real life kind of parallel to the whole situation.
He could have knocked him unconscious instead of, you know, killing him down the middle.
Definitely. All right, so next up we have Sam going back home, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Sokovia.
Oh yeah. So Sokovia and Sam.
Yes.
All right. So we see Baron Zemo. You know how to speak closer to. So we see Zemo at the memorial, and of course Zemo's like, we see Buck pull up, and Zemo's like, I thought you were gonna be here faster. You know what I'm saying? So they have like a quick back and forth. He lays again. Zemo always on job. Just lays the seat. Said, "Hey, you got to kill Carla, yo. And there's only one way." So Sam and Bucky was like, "Man, whatever, yo. About to kill you." And click, he doesn't kill him.
Drops bullets in slow motion.
Yeah, that's the scene from the trailer. And then what happens?
Dora Milaje pulls up.
Io pulls up with the team. They're gonna send your boy to the raft. Remember the raft, right?
No, I just know he's gonna rock.
The raft is from Civil War. Remember where Sam and all them were after the fight at the airport.
I know what you're talking about.
Okay, you said you didn't know, so I thought I had to explain it.
I know. I realized after you said where they were after.
Yeah, so she comes through, and then Aya was like, "Yeah, you might not want to come through Wakanda no time soon." And he was like, "Man, I kind of need a favor," you know what I'm saying? And then we'll get to the favor later on. Sam goes back home, you know what I'm saying, tries to help sis out. And the next basically 20 minutes is just a prolonged montage between them fixing the boat, him fixing his relationship with his sister. Buck comes through.
Flirting with his sister.
Something on my nose?
Sarah. No, something on my nose.
Oh my God.
I felt like it was.
Because you was looking at my eyes like this, like, get it off your nose.
I felt like it was something on my nose.
Oh, no, there's nothing on your nose. Sarah, Bucky flirt with Sarah. Sarah has that, ooh, look at him. Got that cool white boy look, like he John B. or what I'm saying, like Robin Thicke.
No.
Be super honest, black lady love a cool white boy. So anyway, she was low key smitten, and that was it. A lot of good humor in this. A lot of good humor. So I appreciate that. Then we have that whole thing. The reason why Buck is there is because the favor came through. And he said, I'm just basically here to drop this off.
Ends up staying the night.
Boy got a new set of wangs. Pretty wangs. Pretty wangs.
Didn't get to see them.
And that was your disappointment. You wanted to see them wangs, huh?
The whole end was just him zoomed in, and then it was the end credits.
Yeah, you thought you was going to see them wangs, huh? Nah, you got to wait for them wangs.
There was so many opportunities where you just gotta.
Yeah, you always the next week to see them wangs. So, yeah, I'll just go back a little bit. So we have, we missed the most important scene in the whole movie. I mean, not the movie, the whole episode. The Isaiah Bradley scene. So basically, he goes to Baltimore, and we see his grandson shoot that air ball outside. He tried to do a step back, fade away, air ball. So yeah, we see Isaiah Bradley in the back. Just tending to his little garden. You know what I'm saying?
That was a nice garden.
Yeah, it was a nice garden, and basically tells him how they were experimenting on. He was blocked in for 30 years. They basically buried him. The reason why he's out right now is because a nurse had pity on him and then declared him dead. So that was like, okay, wow. So I see why he's literally hiding. You know what I'm saying?
Didn't let that man have his fiance, I don't know. Wife notes.
Yeah, letters. Yeah, wife sent, because back in the day, we had to send letters to people. Mm-hmm. So you know that get that letter in the mail. Definitely was mistreated, horribly treated, and he doesn't feel no way about having the shield. He's like, yo, don't even show that thing in my house, yo. He says, is that what I think it is? Don't even open it up. So and it's like the whole dynamic between Sam and Mr. Bradley is really like that's the show, to be honest. How generationally Black people have been treated, and how there was once a time where even Isaiah felt hopeful about America, and then they ripped that from him because basically they were testing on all of them. His people started to die. As he heard, like, he basically had to rescue his whole team, and for that they basically just put him in jail.
I thought it was a handprint when they like lifted up his shirt. Was it? Like
it was. Yeah, either way, it was a nasty scar. It's just crazy, man. Like that scene right there. Basically, the person who did most of the writing for the show, Malcolm Spellman, he really put a lot into that. I mean, it's really great just to see how Black this show is on so many levels. Like, especially that right there. Of course, had shades of we talked about earlier, the whole Tuskegee experiment, and even how Black people did the right thing and still mistreated because basically they weren't white and they didn't want a Black hero.
Blonde hair, blue eyes, as the man said.
Yeah. The symbolism wasn't what they wanted. The optics, as we heard earlier, I mean later in the episode with the GRC Council, the optics were bad. And yeah, so that was for me, like, that was like besides the fight scene, like that scene right there was like that was the episode for me. It was cool seeing the Normology again though. Yeah. Anyway.
Cool ladies. No hair. So Falcon again has like a whole 5-minute montage of him practicing the shield. And you said you love that part, right? Doing backflaps and cartwheels.
I know, and them backflaps are awesome, right?
It was like a whole little clip of just him up in the air, flipping around.
Yeah, so we see him training with the shield, trying to get acclimated to it, because the shield doesn't obey the law of physics, as Spider-Man said in Civil War. A lot of Civil War references here today. After that, get a call, and they find that Carly is probably going to be in New York for the GRC Council. And they had this whole meeting or whatever about taking a vote about the refugees. And we see Carly before we see Carly in the park with I don't know,
her team.
Yeah, with just one guy, with the
technically 2 guys.
Yeah, Batroc the Leaper pops up.
Blonde French man. They were speaking French.
Batroc was blonde? I thought he had...
No, he had blonde hair.
Anyway, yeah, Batroc shows... I'm glad he shows back up. So that means they're going to have Carly in the gang and also Batroc the Leaper, because Batroc was trying to murder Falcon for that first episode when he basically, he made him look stupid. So he's trying to get a little bit of payback. So that's cool to see. That's basically how the episode ends. And the episode ends with the GRC being raided. We see the dude. It was an inside job. Funny how it was lit and it turns all the lights out and then it just turns to red. I'm like, who got red LEDs in here? I'm like, did y'all set this up beforehand? We're gonna make this look as ominous as possible. Yeah, and so they about to take over, and I don't know what Carly's gonna do. Blow it up, who knows? Either way,
kill people.
Yeah, murder. She doesn't want the actual things to happen, so that's gonna be popping off next episode. And of course, the end we see Falcon, who's gonna get them sweet Wakandan wangs.
You didn't talk about the little painting thing for the little skull crushers or something. I forgot their name.
Oh yeah, they
smashers.
Yeah, flag smashers.
Yeah,
you said the skull crushers. Know who that is? So wrestlers or something? Yes, yeah. Of course, the whole pinging thing, but that's inconsequential. She's in New York. It doesn't matter. I mean, in hindsight, it seems like a kind of an obvious thing. But anyway, next episode is the final episode. This was a pretty good penultimate episode for me. Like, I liked it. I know you didn't like it because you didn't see them sweet wangs. But it's all good. Yeah. Predictions.
People die. Good amount of people. Like building explodes or something like that.
Great. It's been another episode of the Falcon with Soldier review, spoiler review. And we appreciate you guys for watching. If you haven't, thank you for stopping by. Des might be back next week. I don't know. I'm Rashad.
I'm Madison.
Till next time. Slide out the frame.
Yeah, am I in frame?
Yes.